Всем привет! Ладно, мы снова продолжаем играть в Genshin. Так. Вроде работает. Надеюсь, что все нормально работает. Так. Посмотрим, что у нас тут. Так, вроде все нормально. Ну что, сделаем розыгрыш на Трова?
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Так. Давай 50 элика. И что сделать? Так.
I didn't know you were such a
Так,
slacker.
сделаем бокс. А? Да, вода пока есть. Так, розыгрыш создала. Участвуй. Так. Бокс сообщества. Да, это было.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Это через... Так. Ну, в принципе, я не думаю, что стоит на 5 часов его создавать. Давай тоже сейчас на 3 создадим. Потому что все равно условия не выполнят. Потому что он будет висеть. Так. Ибара, привет. Так, боксы есть. У меня был чат того. А, привет. Да надо сегодня ивенты пройти сначала. Квест. Да, и пустыню надо открывать. Да очень много всего. Да, ты всегда вовремя. Сегодня прям вообще к самому началу. Так, это самое, кто на Трова, участвуйте в боксах. Спасибо. Вот Мария Рамирес. Так, сейчас... Вот это, торжество разума, которое мне третье испытание осталось. Где там он? О, 3 глава. Подожди, я это не доделала, что ли? Я вторую еще не доделала до конца, получается. Вот это задание, короче. Отслеживать цель.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Да его доделать. Че надо ежи, наверное, сначала сделать. Блин, как обычно. Хоть на какой-нибудь босса сходить, смолу слить. А то, как обычно, застрянешь тут на полгода. Микай, привет, привет. Dragon Flame, привет. Так. Что за птица? Так, где задание-то? Здесь нет. А, события? Ну да. Пустыню надо открывать. Шоумен, привет. Спасибо, спасибо. Сейчас ежи быстренько пролетим. Должны боссы. Хорошо, спасибо большое. Не откажусь от помощи. Надо докачивать персонажа. Сложновато с боссами еще до сих пор. Кто у нас? Давай. Полегче. Вискас, привет, привет.
Don't push your luck.
Так, башни нужно. Отлично.
Don't get frostbite.
Давай. Давай. Ну, отлично. Как фургон надо из отряда убрать. Я ее посмотрела. Персонажа, но дубль не прокачан. Вообще ни насколько. Давай, 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 давай. Всех убью. Так, ну что, куда нам дальше надо? О, с Байкал, привет, привет. Рада видеть, привет. Так, какие люди? Так, куда мне надо было-то? А вот сюда. Давай сюда. Так, где они там? Ладно, сейчас быстренько надо пролететь это все.
What's the hurry?
Тут надо победить и монстров. Хорошо. Да без проблем. Да без проблем. Привет, привет, привет. Спасибо, спасибо. О, Байкал, спасибо.
Freeze. Don't push your luck.
Ну, давай, 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 давай. А, господи, этот босс каменный. Потом ненавижу этих каменных. Постоянно приходится перекидывать отряд на Ноэль.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Почему я чат начал пропадать?
No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked.
Ладно, не прокачанный ультата есть, давай. Может пригодится. Там Ботрикс сегодня ругается. Так, после этого не надо отпилиться.
What's the hurry?
Нормально. Поручение выполнено. Так. Это дальше. Этот есть. А где? А вон. Ладно. Где я? Ну, привет, привет. Ага. А не знаю, я по откату просто привыкла нажимать лакей. Вот, видимо, поэтому и спамлю. Она вообще долго висит, ворона. Много смайлов не бывает. Ага, то есть она вообще может весь бой вести, почти висеть. Так, ладно, куда мне сюда? Давай сюда сначала. Опять аэростат, блин. Не люблю аэростат. Ага. Поняла, ну, привыкну со временем. Привыкну на кии спамить ешкой. Вот и спамлю. Так, где моя повозка? Где моя повозка? Давай, давай, давай. Ага. Да? Так можно было, понятно. Да я, в принципе, и так не сильно напрягаюсь-то. Спасибо, спасибо. А тут зарейдил. Неплохо. Во. Так, еще одно задание осталось, получается. Погнали. Ну, опять здесь. Да я тоже мобов стараюсь не бить. Так. Давайте уже задание. А, конечно, я тебе помогу. Какой вопрос-то? И на чем у меня начал пропадать чат? Раньше он бесил, а теперь он у меня со временем очищается. Нововведение какое-то мультичата. Так, а мне еще могу экспедиции переделать, да? Спокойной ночи, спасибо тебе. У тебя там конкурент в розыгрыше, муж. Так. Где она? Где? Так, можно, в принципе, на еду отправить. Не в суммеру было. Где там курица-то была? А, на трое эликсиры. Вот сейчас посмотрим, где она, птица-то была. У меня трансляции на Троу, и на Твиче, и на Ютубе сразу на 3. А где курица? Да, вот она все. Так, а у меня это что? Манштадт? Тогда возьмем фишель. Хорошо. Там были эти. Еще одна, да? Давай что-нибудь из Сумеру возьмем. Хотя подожди, у меня же это самое, в Манштате же тоже можно. Этих. Цветок сахарок. Ага. Угу. Так, нашла. Так. А вот этих выберем. Так. Ну все, так, последнее задание. Где оно там у меня? Куда меня отправили? Ну, правильно, тоже хорошо. Просто вафли, привет. Блин, иногда так хочется сразу на квест нажать и протануться, а? Но нет.
Don't push your luck. Cool it.
Блин, надо было Фарузан хотя бы на 0 что ли поменять.
Frostbite.
Ну или хотя бы на Барбару.
Dodge this.
Не люблю этих с каменными щитами. О, ничего.
Freeze. So sorry.
М. Да-да.
Freeze. Cool it. Don't get frostbite.
О, хорошо. Заморозили.
Nice and spicy.
Блин, на ворон-то дёса.
Oz reveal vice.
Dodge this.
То что? Отлично. Так, а мне...
Cool it. Time to fight back, I suppose.
Что делать-то надо?
Dodge this.
Ага. Огонь и электричество. Хорошо, а?
As you wish.
У меня есть, да. Last Planet, привет-привет. Ты прям почти к началу. А вон ежи пока делаем. Успех вроде ничего.
Freeze.
С островом вчера закончили, тем нормально. Сейчас надо еще этот третий турнир пройти по квесту, чтобы закончить. А там 2 дня, что ли, осталось? Или 3? Кстати, там игра новая браузерная, за которой эти прямогемы дают. Видели по зельям?
Cool it.
Вроде не сильно сложно. Так, я его сделала задание, нет? Или что? А, видимо, да. Ну, только начала у меня сколько? 5, кажется. А уж сразу же не пройдешь. Привет, привет. Так, в другую сторону, что ли? Я запомню, блин, города, куда, в каком городе бежать. В Манштате я более-менее хотя бы ориентируюсь.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to. I am sorry.
Так, я еще не
but you have not-
сдолажил, господи, мне ней. Да.
Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Во.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is.
Так, ну что, отлично. Так, а что мне сегодня надо? Вообще, блин, Кию бы возвысить. Осталось-то всего ничего. Я цветы еще потратила, понятно. Я же гений, как обычно. Или... Так, а тут... Заоблачный перчик, господи, это же 30.
Didn't know you were such a slacker.
Да. Так, ну что,
Oh, so sorry.
зачем я ультанула? Она, в принципе, и на боссов сходить лишним, я думаю, не будет. Можно Спира попробовать. Спасибо за фоллоу. Амазонка. Тоже хоть была. Вообще, мне кажется, постоянно подписываются одни и те же. Или у меня глюки? Хотя вряд ли, наверное, у меня глюки.
Freeze.
Блин,
This doesn't look good.
нормально я так. Писалась. Так, здесь что-то есть. Ну-ка, давай.
Don't underestimate me.
Ну, хоть ультани.
A scholar's
Тонула, нет?
journey shouldn't.
Don't push your luck. That was
Ладно, Шанлин, добьемся.
unexpected.
Айо. Это ж вроде не босс. Чё они такие жесткие? По мне скажут. Ир, Пафос, привет, привет. Так. Ладно, пошли резать персонажей. Так, отряд немножко подкорректируем. Роза наберем. Там, допустим,
Wish me luck.
Барбара. Ой, я не покупала, значит, наверное, могу купить. Это хорошо. Мгм. Надо побегать, вроде почти все есть для возвышения персонажа, кроме рецев, которые собираются. Но вроде нормально. М. Мне кажется, 30 надо. Ну, меньше 30. Там у меня, по-моему, по 10 есть точно. Ну что, запинает меня этот босс или нет? Хи-хи. Да можно и в бездны. У меня там 3-й этаж, кажется, пройден. Только. Надо квест по ивенту все-таки допройти, потому что там времени немножко осталось. Потом можно в бездну. Так. Там вроде 3-я часть не сильно большая.
What's the hurry? Dodge this.
Odds revealed. At the frying pan.
Cool it. Freeze.
Nice and spicy. That really hurt.
Dodge this.
Так.
Don't get frostbite.
At the frying pan. My royal.
Ну, перегрузка есть, нормально.
Wings
Ульта,
of
ульта,
darkness.
ульта.
Come, sever night from day.
Ульта это вовремя. АМ, привет. попал, вот не попал.
Dodge this.
Ля-ля-ля-ля. А я сошла с ума. А, норм-то, норм-то, господи. Он все равно бьет.
Oh, so sorry.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Все, что ли? Отлично. М. Так, что дали? Артефакты, смотрите-ка. С пропуском. Опыт неплохо. Что, можно кого еще сходить? Или... Здесь надо соединять.
I hear the voice
Есть
of
у меня
fate.
или нет, ну можно
speaking
сходить,
my
наверное, на Крио и на Электро. На Крио сходим и дальше по квесту, и, может, в бездну. Угу. Хорошо. Так, что у нас здесь?
By royal decree. Nice and spicy.
Cool it.
Блин, чё у меня
Let the
Барбара
show
такая
begin.
сдохла я?
Get them.
Оба, давай. Щит снят.
Oz, reveal. Out of the frying pan.
No rest for the wicked, as you will. Dodge this.
Ой-ой,
This
ой-ой.
will be frozen in time. Cool it. Your luck.
Привет, привет, кто зашел? Так.
Freeze.
Оба, давай. Опять щит, ё-моё. На тебя.
Get them.
Неприятные эти замораживающие. Так, что, щит снят? Нет.
Nice and spicy.
Нет.
This
А,
doesn't look good.
ну, у меня Барбара не шибко прям вкачанная, чтобы у нее больше всех хп было. Че он такой жесткий-то стал, а? Вот нормально же бился,
By
что за
royal
фигня?
decree. I step.
Так. Оба, давай. Добьем, добьем его. Я кереснулся, да?
Free.
Ножка.
Was unexpected.
Dragon Flame, привет, привет. Все, нормально. Фух. Добили. Неплохо. М. А у меня сейчас получается я до 70-го возвышаю. Хотя, в принципе, до следующего возвышения еще будет время. Ресы набрать. Так, ну чё? Можно пока пойти дальше. Где там этот квест-то был? Быстрее его закончить. М. Прогуляйтесь у киоска с праздником мудрости. Давайте, куда надо-то. К меру. Хорошо. А кажется, тут.
It feels like something's been on your mind this entire time.
Нас беспокоит. Действительно меня
Traveler,
беспокоит.
Paimon, I finally found you.
Finally?
Don't you feel like there's something off about this year's Academia Extravaganza?
Говорим, что-то не
When
так, а что
Candace
не
and I were at
так-то.
the cafe earlier, we might have caught sight of some mercs on business. Thing is, they were disguised as tourists here to
Откуда я
shop.
могу знать, так все или не так, если это первый фестиваль мой? Ага. Фу ты точно. Когда-нибудь я разберусь с этим. Так.
But no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicious looks, I bet they do dirty work like kidnapping or assassination.
We eavesdropped on them for a while.
Мгм.
Their target seems to be someone called
Sachin? Isn't that the person who Karina mentioned? He's apparently the sponsor behind the competition prizes and the diadem of knowledge, but he hasn't shown himself at all.
Sounds like a rich person, all right. The Eremites have been struggling to make
Опять
ends
будем
meet
играть в
recently,
детектива.
so a lot of groups have been doing private work that involves the rich. In their words, one gig sets you up for half a year. Just one job like this nets.
The extravaganza has brought many tourists to Sumeru City all at once. Dia and I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard and made some excuse to.
I would have tied him up if it wouldn't have caused a scene. Who's legally supposed to take care of this kind of thing? The Matra or
If Sino were here, he'd definitely get
Так,
involved.
первый, привет, привет.
Why don't we head over to the Academia and tell Amatra? Thanks a million, you two.
Not at all. It was coincidence on our part as well.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremites' reputation is gonna
Они
get even
сильнее
worse
меня,
if
чего они
these
сами не
scumbags succeed.
разберутся?
But this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom to act here, so we're leaving this in your hands.
Should you require our aid, come find us at the cafe.
Paimon's noticed that something's bugging you. Is it the extravaganza? Cause Paimon's starting to think that there's more than meets the eye here too.
Да-да-да. Это я еще тоже не открывала. Разлом у меня не открыт.
But thinking like this isn't...
Так, боитесь в академию, а далеко идти-то? В принципе, не сильно. Она, наверное, наверху. Да. Это мантру.
Hey, isn't that the mantra we investigated Siraj with? Arav, wasn't it? Let's...
Hello,
Это-
both. It's been a while. Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin. Goodness. Though the growing popularity of the extravaganza has given him quite the reputation boost as its sponsor. He's seen as...
Well, since he's got a target on his back now, shouldn't you
Спасите.
send some people...
To tell you the truth, we've thought about doing just that. However, Sachin apparently prefers to spend most of his time out doing field work, and hardly our only lead is something he once said. Each time the Inter-Darshan Championship is held, assuming he remains committed to that promise, then he must be right here in the city somewhere. I suspect that the Eremites in question must have heard about that as well.
So they shouldn't know where Sachin is
То есть
either,
мы его
right?
будем
I
искать.
would
Хорошо,
assume
ладно.
not. Anyway, Mahamatra Saino is still on vacation. Don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't going to get very far in Sumeru City these days. All of that
Не
said,
будем.
if you're interested in Sachin's story, why don't you try to... The sooner we
Понятно.
ascertain his
Будем.
whereabouts, the quicker we can act to ensure his safety. I mean, you could task all the Matra and the whole Corps of 30 with someone's protection, but if the client doesn't show themselves, they're...
Fair point. Guess we should start searching for...
None, I'm
Ну,
afraid.
я ж этот
He's never committed
телепат.
any crimes or broken academic protocol, so we don't have a very detailed file on him. I've heard that Alhaitham has now
Ладно.
stepped down from his post as acting Grand Sage and is back to being the scribe again. Maybe it's worth checking to see if he...
Good idea! Okay, we'll head back to the extravaganza venue and see if we can find...
Ну, пойдем. Интересно, это квест большой или нет? Так, кстати, по-моему, не открывала сейчас. У меня там 3 ключа, кажется, из 3. Ну-ка, сейчас. Надо достигнуть лимит ключей. А куда я могу их потратить? Если у меня ничего не открыто. Где мой ключик? Dragonflame, привет снова. Так. Видимо, надо квесты делать. Я только этих двоих, получается, даже могу открыть. Или тут что-то другое можно выбрать. Вот, могу. Олис, привет. Ну что за Барбара открыта? Ладно.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my
куда мне
name in
идти?
humble
Далеко нет?
supplication.
Hey, Nilu, have you seen Hatham anywhere?
Окей. Да, 3% это мало.
Hatham? Why, what is it?
We're trying to track down someone and we needed to pull up some records for us.
Oh, I see. Sorry, he's always the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone where he'll be going.
Huh. Yeah, actually,
Let me think.
Альха, и
be
там
honest,
потеряли.
He doesn't seem very interested in the extravaganza. To him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into. Do you guys know of any place? There's still one more round to go. Would he really go to a tavern?
Oh, here's a thought. Maybe Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here, so we might as well...
У нас прям так его адрес есть. G. Ну, тут не совсем любого. Здесь квесты на любого не закончены. Вон. Тут хоть обожмись. Ага. По сути, получается, у Беннета открыть июня, Барбару и Ноэль. Еще могу Диону. Остальные у меня пока закрыты. Угу. Нельку я открыл как раз за ключи. Так, ну чё, пойдем домой, вломимся к Алькальдаму. У нас прям вот так вот легко его адрес дали. И идите, заходите к нему, да? Бэх, привет, привет. Правильник прочитала. Ну да, ну да. Так, где дом-то его? Да вроде рядом. Наверху, что ли? Ладно. Здравствуйте, это мы.
Let's try knocking.
Тук-тук. А есть кто дома?
Maybe no one's home. Hello? Oh, Hatham? Are you in? We need your help with something.
Сейчас выставлены задержки чата. Насколько интересно она у меня выставлена.
Oh, it's you two?
Oh, Kaveh, you're home.
Come on in. I'll get the door for you.
Авер.
We didn't hear a peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Alhaitham, and I opened the door for them without thinking, before long the whole city would know that I'm living here.
Мгм.
You're pretty conscientious about this, huh? So, what happens if someone comes inside looking for him while you're at home?
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in here looking for him? Most people have better things to do.
Fair enough. So, do you know where he is at the moment?
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to
Нормально.
me is that he's out of the house. I wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable of saying. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. My luck's on the rise. But him, being him. Oh, you wouldn't believe what he said. You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why we attach prestige to seniority, and he didn't stop there. He said, I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've managed to make it to this age without acknowledging the proverbial elephant in...
Yeah, that does sound.
I've had it with him. Every
Отравляет
time I
жизнь.
talk to him, it's the same way. He finds a way to infuriate me every single time. Anyway, the disdain is very much mutual between us, so I'll be moving out as soon as possible. I'm actually packing... See those perfectly hung paintings on the walls? They're coming with me too.
Wait, you're moving out already? But the competition isn't even over yet. How can you afford it?
Well, obviously I can't just yet. I'm just packing early to get ahead of the game. I've got my new
Он
place picked
заранее
out
вещи
already.
собирает,
The moment I
опрометчиво.
have my hands on the prize money, I'm going to buy it and move my things right in.
А если
It'll
приз не
take me 3
получит?
days tops to move out of here for good. I now know what I have to do to achieve this goal. No matter what happens in the third round, I will win.
Well, we'll be rooting for you. But
In what
Layla said that she thinks you'll get caught up in internal conflict.
meaning what exactly? Oh, don't tell me you think I...
Oh, we didn't say that. But think about it. You say you want to win, but you also turned Farozan down when she offered to give you her points.
Wait, what's so unusual about all
Ну,
that?
спасибо за
I gave
фоллоу.
you my reasons. I would have felt
Знаете,
guilty
Мира.
otherwise. Where's the conflict in that? Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed? It's a good question.
But thinking like that all the time must make your life so exhausting. Not to mention that by helping...
It's complicated. Look, let's maybe leave this conversation for another time. What was it you needed Alhatham's help with? Sachin. Huh. He did actually mention a Sachin recently. I remember he brought a few documents home that day.
Мгм.
He was thinking out loud as he looked through them, making some notes and doodling as he went. He even suggested that I should take a look, but I didn't. Give me a moment.
Значит, мы, наверное, по адресу пришли. Судя по всему.
Ah, this is the one. Here, take it.
You sure he'd be okay with this?
Чоппер, привет, привет. Ты так легко
With taking
информацию выдают.
liberties, he's certainly okay with helping himself to my beer whenever he pleases. And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read his notes. I didn't see the point at the time, so he just left. He doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay with other people reading them. It's fine, I promise.
Cool, if you say so. Okay, let's see what he's got on Sachin.
Угу. Ну да, 2 ключа. Угу. Хорошо. Это тоже этим будет заняться. Но это, я так полагаю, во времени неограничено, в отличие от событий. Маленький Карибри, привет, привет. Так, посмотрите бумаги на столе. Бумаги. Биография Сачина. Ну да. Мгм. Вы исследовали. А когда что турнир, скорее всего, выиграет не он. Мгм. Мгм. Олес, привет. Да. Спасибо. Мгм. Нормально так.
That was a lot of information. Paimon's getting a headache.
Мгм. Экс Алексей, привет. Столько всего написано, да.
To sum up, Sachin put the academia in charge. He even said that if he really liked one of the contestants, he wouldn't just give them a reward, but his entire estate as well.
What? Are you serious?
Вот и
All
читал.
of Sachin's wealth, that's more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay off all my debts, then buy a new place, and still have cash to burn. I could build another Palace of Alcazar's Array, except this time I'd make it 10 times bigger. Oh, then there's that new project in Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation.
Вот
To do
слишком
it properly would take
много
upwards of...
мечтает.
You're right. First, I need to focus on winning and moving out of this place.
Huh? Wait a moment. There's a loose slip of paper tucked in between these pages. Did
Это
O'Hagan
бумага.
write this? It looks like he was jotting ideas down as he was thinking things over. Let's see. Two phrases have been circled.
Мгм. О, возможно, возможно. Да, уже в прошлом турнире выдала себя, начинает. Так что не факт, что третий-то тоже будет. Это вообще чисто везение было. А даже не умеет ей пользоваться. Судя по всему.
Sachin dead or alive, unknown. And diadem. Some of this stuff is just plain incomprehensible.
Let me see. Huh.
Мгм.
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little. There's another smaller line of.
Wow, it's so cool that you can actually read.
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the Ruins of King Deshret's Civilization.
Посмотрим.
I had to familiarize myself a little with this.
Oh, interesting. So,
Who knows?
Блин, а он
The
с
way
ним
his mind
живет и
works
не
is
знал
one of the
этого
great
все.
mysteries of the world.
fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can here. Yeah, he better catch those crooks. But
Бавона, привет, привет. Так, дождитесь 7 утра после завтрашнего дня. Окей. Пять, 6. О. Так, все.
Paimon just heard that the Matra have arrested some Eremites who snuck into the city. Maybe they were the ones plotting to kidnap Sachin. Let's go to the Academia and check with Araf.
Пойдем расспросим его. Ну-ка. Пайман такая Пайман. Так, мне наверх? Вроде да. М. Так, подожди, нужно ниже написано. Тьфу ты. Давай ниже спустимся. Сюда. Сюда.
Ah, you're
У
here.
вас чё?
Sorry, I was just about to send someone to inform you. Only,
What did you find out?
well, lots of unexpected deed. The mercs themselves were surprisingly easy to catch. We just had someone dress up as Sachin and they took the bait.
Уже поймали типа похитителей.
But then it starts to get messy. During the interrogation, we learned that they were hired by Sachin's own
What?
child.
Вот этот поворотик.
What? Why would someone want to kidnap their own father? What's up with that?
It's anybody's guess at this point. In any event, apparently the guys we caught are just the tip of the iceberg. We're diverting manpower as we speak
Значит,
to
не
try and
всех
round them all up.
поймали.
Would you like...
Sure, let's go get to the bottom of all this.
Давай. Это уже третья глава началась, что ли? А тут 3 дня осталось, получается. Та третья началась, отлично. Еще 60 примагемов, неплохо. Угу. Боятесь лагерь похитителя, а он далеко не. Так, понятно. Ну окей. Ну зато хороший это самый повод открыть карту. Подожди, блин. А. Понятно, это уже то, что я прошла. Так. Пойдем карту открывать. Спасибо за фоллоу. Ну, карту откроем неплохо. Ресов можно подсобрать. Там еще сундуки. Если сундуки хочется бы им пособирать в квесты. И все сразу. Так. И там. Кастер, привет, привет. Так. Хорошо. принципе, по дороге по прямую за рядом. Только сахарок. Вниз.
Are you sure this is the right place? Something feels off.
I'm positive. But I don't understand why they're all unconscious on the ground.
Находится где-то в области. Так, и что тут надо сделать? Вот, поймать. Найти мотивы преступления. А, во. Дошла.
Boss, we got more company.
Привет, привет, Аки. О, мы так легко их нашли.
Look, we were just doing what we were paid to do. You're punishing the wrong people here. You want the real culprit? It's this guy. He hired us to kidnap Sachin.
What happened? Who beat you all up?
Wait, you mean you aren't with them?
With who? Who did that?
First there was this flying brat. Didn't bother asking any questions, just started throwing punches. After that, some guy wearing green came along and interrogated us for a bit.
Расскажу.
I've got the confirmation I needed.
Кажется,
This is the one who
35-й, что ли.
masterminded this whole plot. Jawani, Sachin's son.
Если не ошибаюсь. Но могу ошибаться.
If you have any questions for him, now's your chance to ask them. When you're done, I'm arresting them all and taking them back to the academia for further interrogation.
So why did you hire people to kidnap Sachin?
What do you think? 20 years ago, he upped and left to go and live a carefree life, not giving a second thought for my welfare.
Да, не особо быстро-то качаюсь. Так, часа 3 в день.
As if that's not bad enough already.
Можно было,
He
наверное, и
put his entire
быстрее
fortune in
намного
the care
ранг
of the
тапнуть.
academia, along with a contract saying that one day he'd pass it all on to a
Зачем много чего
genius
еще
he
не
admired.
открыла?
That's my inheritance. By rights. You expect me to sit back and watch it go to someone else? If he won't give me what's mine, I'll just have to take it from him.
Да, нормальный
Of
сынишка.
course. Didn't he say he would be here somewhere, watching the championship from the shadow? So, I figured I'd get some people to nab him. Then I make him change the contract. And if the academia doesn't agree to hand over the goods, I make him publicly announce that I'm his chosen genius. No, the old fart knows how to stay hidden. I'll give him that. He's probably cooped up somewhere watching all this go on
Это,
and laughing
по-моему,
to
не
himself.
заслуживает. Лишь бы деньги, лишь бы деньги. Кругом одни деньги.
I already thought he'd gone mad 20 years ago. And who knows what a madman's truly capable. Diadem of knowledge. You mean that thing he donated to the Well, I can tell you that it's very expensive. Weird things started happening after he brought it home, too. For example, also, before donating it to the academia, he once shut himself in that same... Something was already seriously wrong with him by that point. Nothing he did shocked me.
What do you mean something wrong with him?
Дочь рыбака, привет, привет.
I only have a vague memory of it, since I was very young at the time. but I have the impression that he went out into the desert for
Чего бы
research
умом-то
and didn't
тронулся?
return. When he
Не
finally did return,
обязательно.
he was a changed person. He would mumble incomprehensibly and write essays. I asked if I could see what he'd written, but he chased me out of the room. Later, he went out somewhere and took his written essays. Part of me wonders whether he'd already stopped being my father by that point. Perhaps the man we called Sachin was a
Okay, you can stop now. You're creeping Paimon.
You can believe me or not. Doesn't matter to me. I told you all I know. But if you do see whatever it is that he's researching out there, he'll always be garbage in my eyes.
You finished? In that case, come with us. Well, we finally caught the guy behind all this. Thanks for providing us with the critical info. Do you still have any lingering concerns?
Не шибко он и прятался.
Yeah, Al-Haytham's notes do.
Scribe Al-Haytham looked into this matter. Understood. Well, if you believe there to be an issue with the diadem, I'd suggest contacting the organizers and getting them to pause the competitions while we investigate.
That makes sense. Okay then, let's get back to the venue. We need to tell Karina what's
Так. Искать организаторов, ну пойдем. Не назад, да? Угу. Так. Сюда.
Karina!
You're finally back. Where have you been? I looked everywhere for you. The third round's already started.
We were out capturing some bad guys who wanted to kidnap Sachin. But that's not
Ветеран тоже
right now.
нас
We think
сейчас.
there might be something wrong with the Diadem of Knowledge, and we'd like to investigate it.
The diadem? That seems the diadem of knowledge has been used in every extravaganza over the last 2 decades, always without incident. Why has this come up now? This is pretty serious. Let me think.
Даров, привет, привет.
Okay, here's the situation. The diadem is currently in Mount Ima Forest. We moved it there before the third round began. In the third round, contestants have to go into Mount Ima Forest, find the diadem, bring it back, and place it on the stand. The first person to do this gets 4 points.
То есть они диадему теперь будут искать, понятно.
Considering how close the scores are between our contestants, whoever wins this round is very likely to be the winner of the whole competition. As such, I suspect competition to be very fierce. I'll mark the diadem's location for you. Please head there immediately.
Alright, let's go!
А как же снимать этот самый турнир? Мы ж корреспонденты.
That's weird. The locator stopped working. Is the forest interfering with it? Ugh. Let's just go grab the diadem.
That's close enough. Really?
Let's move on. Into the fire! All you got? Help! Regeneration practice! You can't run!
Эй.
Cool it. Dodge this.
You're toast!
Бить.
What's the hurry? Freeze!
Nice and spicy! Well done! Midnight in this realm is no home for a
Ну ладно,
princess.
подурданула. В принципе, нормально.
Freeze!
Let's
Чайное событие.
What's the hurry?
О, Пендакул. Что я сделал, непонятно.
What's the hurry?
А, типа не все так просто, да? Хе-хе-хе. Я уж размечталась, вон он. Так, и что тут надо сделать?
Let the show begin.
Ладно. Оставлю пока его. Как далеко бежать-то я тут разбежалась. Разбежалась, да. У меня там еще ТПшка не открыта. Хреново, когда ТПшки не все открыты. Ничего. Пойдем. Ничего, привет. Я дошла, что ли? Я сюда?
Uh-oh. This place looks empty. Did someone already take it? Well, we might as well head back and see if anyone's turned it in.
Вернуться к финишу. Да, сначала ТПшку, да, потом только надо сподобал вверху. А он еще один дракон. Так, правда, как у меня ранг приключений, я так не посмотрела. Да, 35-й. Правильно. Вот я еще возвышение ранга не проходила. Где Дендракул-то был? Угу. Выше. Не надо на меня агриться, Так. Где-то здесь должна быть ТПшка. Вопрос где? Выше. Да, вон она. Так, а мне... Да.
Oh, looks like Layla has seized the diadem. But getting to the goal won't be easy.
Лайла. Неожиданно.
That guy enters the fray.
А то между собой дерутся. Прекрасно.
Arizon's device has gone haywire.
The competition is heating up. Oh. And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
Уа, уа, уа.
It's Kave's toolbox! Throwing the diadem to its owner.
Yes, that's right. Put the diadem in place, and you shall gain all you desire.
Who are you? I need you to get out of my head!
I am confident that you will not disappoint me.
What just happened to me?
Something's wrong.
Вот это развязка.
At long last, someone to inherit my estate, and with it, my research. Come, Kaveh. Come to me, my child.
How do you know my name?
Who? I am Sachin. Well, to be precise, I am but a fragment of Sachin's mind. Fate is a curious thing. Seeing you reminds me of another I once met. But you are made of sterner stuff than he, more cognizant of the trials and tribulations of this world. It is you who are worthy to inherit all we meet for the first time, children. But what I mean to say now is of utmost importance. So please, pay attention and bear witness. all performed outstandingly in this Interdashant Championship. The Academia has many rare talents among, but if I were to choose a successor, I would choose you, Kaveh. Not only because you were victorious, but also due to our similarities in character.
Me? Similar to you?
Why, yes. Both of us have the misfortune to be idealists, and that is the source of our misery.
Забавно.
28 years ago, I came to the desert and lived there for 8 full years. What do you think I saw there? Conflict over water sources, robbing of merchant caravans, exploitation of the people relentlessly. The things I witnessed there tormented me greatly. I wished desperately.
So, did you?
As a Vahumana scholar, I tried to use Vahumana knowledge to find the answer. I researched history and anthropology, performed countless experiments on human nature, and even sought out, but in the end, I found that the answer it was not possible to simply assign blame for these transgressions to any one party, for the sins are carved into humanity's The aim of my research was to draw lessons from history. But what I discovered was that history offers. After this realization, I could no longer see the meaning in anything that I had ever learned. But before I went through with it, a strange twist of fate led me to come into the possession of this diadem, which has the ability to preserve part of one's consciousness. Into it, I placed my experience.
Так он не живой, получается.
As I
Вот
thought,
оно в чем
the
дело.
contract you signed with the Academia was in essence your will. But if you'd given up hope on this world, why did you feel the need to do this?
I mentioned that I have performed a great many experiments concerning human nature. The Academia has no shortage of genius talents, nurturing the brightest minds of every generation. And so, with a handsome reward...
I see. So you desired a successor who was not only a genius, but who also understood the suffering of ordinary people. Such a
Huh?
But did you ever consider that wealth numbs the human heart to the pain in the world? Even an idealist may be incapable of following through on your wishes after inheriting your wealth.
You are highly intelligent, yet you are not the sort of person who would understand my line of thinking. To me, this is also part of the experiment. Whether my successor suffers as a consequence of my research, or succumbs to an indulgence in pleasure-seeking, my research will have progressed. I grieve the fundamental sickness of the world. I regret the unbearable, and this, Kaveh, my dear child, is why you will be of great utility to me.
You're absolutely certain that you want to give me everything you owned?
I have faith in what I see in you. Now wear the diadem, Kaveh, and complete the journey that... Will the verdict I reached cause you suffering, or will this newfound wealth numb your heart? I look forward to your answer. All of my research materials are being stored at our...
I've heard enough! My life's enough of a mess already. The last thing I need is more suffering. Keep your Mora. I don't need it. Didn't you say that you saw a lot of people in pain? Well, if that's the case, then your wealth can go to them. I guess that...
Kaveh.
Are you all right? Any physical discomfort?
I'm fine. Thanks, Tainari. Don't worry about me.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Kaveh,
Kaveh may have broken the diadem, but he successfully completed the task prior to that. According to the rules, this makes him the victor of round 3. Points-wise, this also makes him the winner of the Interdarshan Championship. As the champion and Sachin's personally designated successor, Kaveh has obtained the rights to inherit the entirety of his estate. For the avoidance of doubt, can you confirm that it is your intention to donate all—
Like I said, he thought that the world is a bad place. Well then, let's use what he left behind to change it for the better.
Спасибо.
Rejecting the world will achieve nothing. He and I...
All right. As the scribe, I will make a record of this incident on file. The sages will contact you in person for details on how exactly Sachin's estate is to be used.
That sounds fine. I don't know if his research findings were right, nor would I know how to finish his research for him. But what I do know is that by ending this here, no contestants will have to suffer. We won't be the last. There will be more championships to come, and countless future scholars will follow in our footsteps. Sachin's words can only cause pain, but not anymore. No one else has to hear them. We're all scholars here. I know full well that shutting down his views like this is autocratic and arrogant. Fine, it's the least I can do. And...
Well said. What you've expressed is a sense of justice and idealism that many aspire to, but few dare. I say this despite the fact that, in my view, it's quite ridiculous. You have long been aware of what your flaws are, but your pride alone prevents you from admitting it. Nevertheless, your perspective is well suited to appearing in a victory speech. Contestant Kaveh, on behalf of the organizing committee, it is my honor to congratulate you on your victory.
What? Please, I don't need your insincere praise. Anyway, this isn't the time or place for debates. Keep your commentary focused on the competition, not my views.
Congratulations, Kaveh. Also, you'll need to prepare for the award.
Looks like the ceremony will be held at the main venue. Let's head over and check it out.
Ну, пойдем. За награждением.
Thank you all for your excellent performance. And that brings this year's Interdarshan Championship to a close.
Только что в третьем задании мы мало поучаствовали.
Finally, it gives me great pleasure to invite our champion. Typically at this point, we would crown our champion with the diadem as well as presenting them with their award. However, we have just received word that Kaveh has inherited Sachin's estate and made the decision to donate it all to charity.
Sachin's estate is getting donated?
So much, Mora. And he gave it all up?
Kaveh's generosity will give many struggling families the chance to change their lives for the better. Of course, without the diadem and prize money to present, this makes the award ceremony a little more concise than expected. Would you like to say a few words, Kaveh? I'm sure many of our audience, like myself, are curious to learn why you decided—
I'm not entirely sure what I should say under these circumstances. I'm glad to have won, even though— As for why I want to give the Mora away, I don't support Sachin's views, and I don't want to take his Mora. With a lot of things in life, people need to experience them for themselves. It shouldn't be up to one— Anyway, this isn't really the time and place for such weighty and complicated topics. So, I guess that's all.
Oh, Kaveh, just one moment. While this is a short and sweet award ceremony, we do still have a prize to present you with. Please take this limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card. Additionally, your champion status will be logged in your record. This means that the sages will give priority consideration to any future project proposals you submit.
All right, I'll take the card. But as for project...
In that case, I declare the award ceremony over. Let's give our champion Kaveh one last big round of applause.
Да, не помпезно, не помпезно.
I still don't really get it. The sum of Mora would have been enough for me to live in luxury for my entire life.
That just means you're not strange enough to understand the way that geniuses think. Come on.
Glad that's over. I think I'm quite good at giving speeches, but this one was just...
Do you mean that you're still exhausted from the competition? Honestly, you don't look happy at all.
I suppose... Oh, wait. Sino said he wanted the card, didn't he?
So you're gonna give it to him? But if it's a rare one, you should be able to make a tidy sum of more off it.
Why would I do that? It's of no use to me whatsoever. I may as well just give it to him. Could you pass it on to him for me when you...
Whoa, whoa! This is a super big deal! You should do it yourself!
Huh? But I was gonna rest for a while longer. Hey, stop pulling my hair!
Так, а где он? Он рядом.
What you looking at, Sino?
I'm still thinking about the Sachin issue. What brings you here?
Well, they gave me this limited edition Genius Invocation card, and I...
But it's a limited edition. Are you sure you want to give it to me?
What else would I do with it? I have no use...
But it's limited edition. Kaveh, are you in trouble? You don't have to do all this. Just tell me what's wrong and I will help.
Oh, that's not what I meant at all. Yes, I have all sorts of problems, but that has absolutely...
All right. In that case, I accept. But now that I realize that you have no concept of its value, I cannot simply take it from you. How about this? I shall buy it from you at a fair price. Namely, the price that the
Oh, come on. It's just one card. How much could it really be worth?
1 million more at the very least.
How much?
1 million more?
If you feel that's too low, I can go a little higher.
1 million mora for a card? But you already have a whole bunch of these, shiny ones, don't you? I saw your deck last time we...
Not every card is this valuable, and some cards are exquisitely designed.
Huh. Well, I guess they must pay you plenty to be General Mahamatra if you're splashing out, but really it's fine. I'd feel bad taking mora from a friend.
Don't feel bad. I save a lot. I can spare the mora for this card.
You don't spend all your savings on your hobbies, do you? You should watch that, you know. You definitely don't want to end up borrowing money in a moment of impulsivity. Living...
Sounds like you're speaking from personal experience. I get...
I don't want to talk about it.
In that case, maybe you're the one who should be listening to your advice. In any case, I, Sino, will take this precious card, and it shall join the deck of destiny. Kaveh, come with me in a...
All right, if you insist. Far be it from me to refuse your courtesy any further. Well, at least I'll be able to keep on top of my bills this month. Maybe I'll even have some left over. In fact...
Well, this is what they call all's well that ends well.
Еда.
Paimon wonders how the other contestants are doing. Let's go check in with them, shall we? Since we're guest
Где они там? Угу. Ладно. Выше, что ли?
Blowing all of our new research funds on the Inter-Darshan Championship.
Я потерялась. Тут пролезу, нет? Ох. Нет!
I'm not done.
Бабах. Масяндра, привет. Явно не тут. Я в зоне. Хи-хи. Так. Куда они делись? А, вон они.
I'm telling you, you can't go wrong taking advice from me on what to wear. Back in the day, my fashion style was considered cutting edge by everyone in the academia.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Well, then, sure, Madame Farazan. Maybe you could pick out a few.
Farazan! Nilu! Even Dia and Candace are here! What are you all up to?
Candace and I bumped into these two while we were strolling through the streets. Madame Farazan here is pretty friendly. When she heard that we were buying clothes, she decided to give us some help.
I don't really see anything I'm familiar with. Never mind. We can purchase some textile. Let's go with the plain fabric as our base. And embroider red and pink flowers on. Oh, and some
Oh, wait a sec. You sure that's the latest style? That sounds a lot like what the old...
Don't worry. This style is a timeless classic.
No thanks. This is actually sounding pretty weird.
Wait. Madame Farazan's right. That style is a classic. If you don't mind, how about I pick some clothes out for everyone? It's not often that we get to meet.
Sure. I'm happy.
I'll come with you to have a look. One always has to keep on top of what the youth of today are into.
Рокар 13, привет.
Madame Farazan? Come quick! She's over here!
Who are you?
We're new in the academia. We saw all the amazing things you did during the competition. Do you have any classes we could sign up for?
Какой-нибудь курс, ну ладно.
Of course I do. And you're both very welcome to join.
That's great! We can't wait.
I'm from Haravatat.
Huh? but you seem like an expert in machines. Wait, sorry. I remember now. You were representing the... Oh, their classes are so boring, though. I'm sorry, ma'am. Let me know if you run any other classes in the future. I'll be there.
I knew it. What about you? Aren't you going to leave with your friend?
I think you're amazing, Madame Farazan, and I'd like to learn from you for a while, if possible.
White Game, привет.
I can take the class you're teaching as an option, even though cross-Darshan lessons might be a little tough to arrange. But I look forward to learning from you.
I see. You're a good egg, child.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, I won't disturb you any...
I don't quite understand what happened there, but congratulations.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two like to come and pick out some clothes?
Выбирать новые наряды. Это можно.
Sorry, we can't. We've got a meal with Kave later, and we have to check in with all the other contestants before that. Oh, by the way, have any of you seen Hat Guy or Layla?
I don't know where Hat Guy went. We just saw Layla not too long ago, though. But she was hanging out with some other Ratahoa students, so we didn't get a chance to speak with her. Are you gonna go and see what she's up to?
Ratawa students? They must be the ones who voted for her to enter the competition, right?
Доминика, привет.
Oh, she didn't end up winning, so Paimon wonders how they feel.
Пойдем искать. Где они? Ниже. Хорошо. Ниже так ниже. А вон они.
I'm sorry, everyone. I could have done better in the third round.
Oh, stop it. If you're going to beat yourself up after doing as well as you did, how bad does that make us look, huh? Heck, it's not like any of us had the guts to enter the championship.
I didn't see the whole thing, but you were the only contestant who scored points in both the first two rounds, right? And I heard that you actually found the diadem first in round 3. You came so close to winning the competition.
I just got lucky, I think.
That can't be true. You had some really stiff competition out there. The renowned Tainari from Amorta, even Sino the General Mahamatra was there. You're amazing, all of you. Getting points off them is a huge achievement. The way I see it, people aren't exaggerating one bit with the nicknames.
Aw, thanks a lot. But I really don't think I qualify as a genius. In the second round, for instance.
Ah, come on, don't be so hard on yourself. We've decided we're taking you out to celebrate, and that's final.
Вечеринка.
Let's go. Cheer up, Layla. The rest of today's...
Looks like things are going well for Layla. We haven't seen Hat Guy since the end of the competition.
Что, шляпка сбежал? Как куда идти? Спасибо за фоллоу. Кристина 666. Так, нам еще одного просить, что ли, получается, надо.
Are you sure you have enough to cover this? Don't blow it all at once.
Don't worry, I budgeted very carefully, and this is well within my means. Anyway, I've lost count of how many times you've treated me. It's high time. Oh, Traveler, Paimon, over here.
Ooh, look at all this. Good food, here we come.
I heard that you went to see the other contestants. How's everyone doing?
Farzam found herself a student, and Layla's classmates are bowled over by how well she did.
Джон Бонни, привет.
Guy, though. Who knows where he's gone?
Alhatham's gone missing in action too. Huh. The one time I'm actually in a good enough mood to treat him to a nice meal, he disappeared. That guy. Where the heck could he have... Well, whatever. He can do what he wants. Now, let's
Спасибо
see.
за фоллоу.
You shocked me a little when you hurled the diadem to the ground. On further reflection, of course, it made sense, but at the time I was expecting at least some amount of deliberation.
Sachin's voice started talking to me inside my head from the moment I picked it up. I could feel his emotions, too. It was a mix of despair. He bombarded me with his ideas relentlessly, like he was trying to brainwash me. It gave me a splitting headache that only... Like I was saying at the time, his views are not necessarily completely without value. But if all his research...
If his forbidden research were to spread in a harmful form and cause people to suffer, the Madra would step in and ban it.
I think you did the right thing. I suppose another way to approach it would have been to claim that you agreed to inherit his research, but give up the research as soon as you've inherited the wealth. But that wouldn't have been your style. I won't comment on his theories or experiments, but I don't believe that he was careless in his choice of candidate.
Perhaps. I just think that if you accept someone else's things, you should honor their wishes.
That's a good thing. It means that you...
Thank you, oh my god, thank you. See, you get me, Kale. It's a good thing Alhaitham isn't here right now. He'd be quick to explain why you're wrong.
Секунду. Ну ладно, так. Ну что у нас дальше?
Seems like you always include him in the conversation.
Yep, no dinner with Kaveh is complete with...
I sense that Alhaitham has in fact been here with us all along.
He's here? Where? Why didn't you tell me?
He lives rent-free in each of our hearts.
Oh, that was horrifying. It literally sent chills down my spine.
Good thing you didn't say that before we started eating. That would have killed the mood in a heartbeat.
Печенька, привет. Спасибо за фоллоу.
All right, enough about Alhaitham. Tainari, did you achieve what you wanted out of the champion?
I did, in the first round, in fact. Word of mouth proved very effective. I spoke to a handful of people. They told their... Oh, are you free next month? You should come along. Maybe even say a few words.
About what? I don't know the first thing about anything Amorta related.
Just play to your strengths. For instance, you could talk about the distinguishing features of rainforest architecture.
Oh, well, that's no problem. Sure, I'll make time. Has everyone had enough to eat? I can order more if anyone's still hungry.
I'm full. Thanks. I'm super full, too. If only we could eat like this.
Yeah, we should do this more often. Work will always be there, but seeing friends is important too. This is a good restaurant.
Sounds good. We should pick a few other places as...
There are other good places around here, too? Oh, and don't forget to invite us if you go.
Kaveh, do you have plans after this?
I was thinking of maybe going to the academia for some alone time. Nothing set in stone, though. Why do you ask?
Тока, привет. Ладно, пойдем отсюда. Где тут выход? Да.
Well, it looks like this Inter-Darshan Championship's a wrap.
Секунду. Так, сундук открылся. Так, ну что у нас с квестом?
All that stuff with Sachin and the diadem got sorted too. Have you still got anything else on your mind? Oh, right. Yeah, Sachin said that he placed his research materials at somewhere beginning with... It might be dangerous if someone finds his old research stash, right? Holy smokes, you're right! He said he spent all the time researching in the desert, didn't he? All right then, let's head off to Ara Village and...
Так, это еще не все. Что-то должно уже быть конец. сломанность. Да, там то. О, все нормально. Думаю, как раз этот квест доделаю и спать. А я почему-то покажу, что место на это Академия. Поручение.
Looking to buy some handmade goods.
Так.
Race you!
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Так, куда нам дальше? Обратно.
Scatter!
Ладно. Задание мы еще не закончили. А вообще, видимо, не к ней. Да. Ой-ой. О, лифт, вижу лифт. Кажется. Так, блин. На секунду замешкалась и пропустила. Хе-хе-хе, блин. Я переключилась. Ждем. Это было так. Ай. Где она? Вон она едет. Поехали. Так, а мне выше, что ли? Непонятно. Не очень понимаю, куда мне надо. Ладно. Проверим. Чё мы поймем дела что-то сюда. Потом мне подсказывает, что меня назад в Сумеру отправят. Ну. Идем.
Didn't expect to run into you here.
Oh, hey, Thumb. What are you doing here? And what are you reading?
Sachin's notes? Yes. I came across his profile while I was organizing some documents and became interested in his research. If it wasn't for that, I never would have agreed to being a commentator. I had a hunch after seeing the fragment of his mind, and sure enough, I came here and found his research.
Wait. So, are you alright? How do you feel?
I think you may have misunderstood something. The reason Sachin chose that architect to inherit his research was that only he could really empathize with both the calamity and the humanity that these notes seek to convey. Only one who resonates with these sentiments would suffer and begin to think of history as bleak, the present as perplexing, and the future as pessimistic. Empathy is a double-edged sword. Clearly, I am not the same sort of person. Empaths have many friends, and their wide social circle comes with certain societal advantages. But this also makes it hard for them to achieve their goals.
Why's that?
All important things in life involve other people. As such, it's extremely difficult to. If you really want to achieve your goals, you have to be prepared to make enemies along the way. And that reality is like the material here. Objective, heavy, negative.
So, what are your thoughts now that
Маугли,
you've read
привет,
it?
привет.
As a scholar, Sachin was, without it, he laid the blame for the darkness in the world squarely on humanity, experimented extensively with reliable results, and drew logical conclusions.
So, people are bad? And things can only ever get worse? All of that's true?
Это...
That is not a question for me to answer. Someone else will arrive shortly. You can ask them instead. All I will say is that the world is not built on correctness alone. Sometimes, being correct means nothing at all. Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps, little by their own choice, the idealist seeks to bring happiness to all while denying themselves the same.
Это ты?
Thus, they shall
Или
never
кто?
reach even the
Непонятно.
borders of truth until they wipe away the ignorance that blinds them. I've never been able to agree with certain philosophies. Even Sachin himself struggled to but sadly, all viewpoints will find their supporters, and the way we see the world largely— Alright then, I got what I came for. These research materials are yours to look after. I'll be off.
Wait, so you came here just to read this stuff? You missed out on a big
Get-together? Ah, yeah.
Guess what? Kaveh treated everyone this—
Then I'm sure he packed up the leftovers for me. See ya.
And there he goes. Well, it seems like he really wasn't affected by this research. He said that someone else would answer our questions.
Мистер Шляпка.
Traveler, Paimon, you're already here. Nihira! Oh, and that guy. Wait, so you asked him to take part in the championship? Yes, it was me. Are you... Did you know that there was something wrong with the diadem from the start? And if so, why didn't you switch it out for another one? Because Sachin's research is not mistaken. He spent his entire life researching this topic. These are the crystallization of his wisdom. Yes, I was worried that the material might cause some disruption, so instead, I had...
Seriously? I think you can stop calling me that.
Why? Don't you like it? Well, anyway, if Sachin's chosen successor hadn't been able to handle his research, or if it had brought pain to more people, he would have intervened at a suitable moment.
And after all that, the person Sachin chose turned his nose up at his life's work. Pretty.
I was also hoping that this could be an opportunity for you to learn.
That wasn't necessary. I'm still paying you back for your help.
Maida, what did you mean by Sachin's research is not mistaken? Put it this way instead. Truth to me is like a shroom boar. Some people only see the mushroom on the shroom boar's back, and they conclude that the shroom boar is a mushroom. Others see only the shroom boar's body, and they declare that the shroom boar is a boar. Still others look deeper inside and determine that the shroom boar... These conclusions are all correct in their own way, but none of them objective... Paimon kinda gets it. The world is the same way. No one, not even I included, within the confines of our limited knowledge. Some, in truth, the most important thing isn't what state the world is in now, but what people ultimately... My duty as the God of wisdom is to guide every form of wisdom to a place where it can find its purpose.
That was a long speech. So what are you actually going to...
Because Kaveh, as the successor of this research, does not wish to see these ideas disseminated, I will seal it up. But even though Sachin's research could be considered negative wisdom, it is still a building block of the truth. If someone wishes to follow in his... I also look forward to the day that a member of the Vahumana Darshan can not only comprehend his theories, but also find a way out from the...
Vahumana doesn't have that kind of talent. Wait, you're not intending to keep me in Vahumana long term, are you? I don't remember signing up to become a scholar. Don't you think I'm used...
Oh boy, here you think so? Well, to that, I would say that in Sumeru, even prisoners have a right to... I hope that your studies in Vahumana will help you deal with your own fate, and learn how best to settle old debts from your... I will reveal your final thesis myself. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Hat Guy.
Он здесь в академии. Ой. Давайте. Нам сюда, не? Пойдем. А так она завершена, все. Получается, с этим все. А куда мне тогда идти? Вот.
Where were you while the rest of us were eating together?
I don't recall being obligated to report my whereabouts to you.
Did you go find another hidey hole to read in? You need to change your ways, you know. You can't survive on books alone.
Surviving on meals paid for by you would be harder still.
You? Whatever. It doesn't take a genius to guess what you've been up to. You were investigating Sachin, weren't you? It was obvious from your notes. His way of doing things is disturbing, while you... Well, to be fair, your philosophy disgusts me too, but you and Sachin are nothing alike. I don't imagine your views intersect at all.
My personal interests aside, Sachin's legacy is not entirely meaningless. He conducted experiments on a great scale and left his findings behind. Also, thanks for the compliment, but I'm actually just passing
What do you mean? What topic of conversation could be more sacred among scholars than the exploration of differing philosophies?
Well, based on what I've learned, Sachin and his disturbing way of doing things, as you put it.
What did you say? Wait, so... So that's why he thought I looked familiar. My father must have gone into the desert due to his...
I'm afraid so.
Good thing I shattered that diadem. From now on, nothing like that will...
The boundaries of knowledge are ever expanding. Someone else will inevitably pick up the same line of research one day, and Vahumana regards it as a reasonable...
Oh, not this again. Even if you're right and people are bound to fall into the same intellectual traps, you have to admit that the actions of one individual don't always predict the behavior of the group, and vice versa.
And so is the one who stopped him. You. Conflicts of this nature are indeed exceptional, but it will occur again in the future. You said it yourself. The actions of one individual cannot predict the behavior of a whole group. You know that not everyone would have chosen as you did.
Even so, I stand by my views.
That's fine. We've been arguing over this for years, and I don't hold any hope of you understanding.
Thanks for letting me know all this.
What?
I said, thanks for letting me know. Hey!
They say that earnest thanks should be given thrice, so one more time, please.
Так. Ну все, что ли? Вроде бы да. А нет. Не все. Это еще не все. М. Диадема, так ее же разбили. Интересно. Так, а далеко бежать-то? Далековато, ну ладно. Полетели. Уи. Хи-хи-хи. Полетели. Поиск подсказок. А?
Cool it, don't push your luck. What's the hurry?
Quite the find.
Ладно, вообще нам в другую сторону. Дракон. Ну, это тоже было. Так. Ладно, давай-ка нам сюда. Слишком печатает. Давай. Так. Она внутрь. Здесь чей-то дом. Почти. Ладно, а что дальше? Немножко непонятно. Спросите о Доре. Нет. Теперь понятно. Флешку сразу откроем. Быстрее было передвигаться. И Отлично. Спрашивайте о Доре. Дори где? Мера. Понятно. Ну, идем. Зачем кого-то приказал убить? Ладно, спасибо. Погоди, площадка турнира. Поехал сюда.
What's the hurry? Так, я надеюсь, мне сверху, а не вниз. What's the hurry?
Куда, куда, куда? Вон она. Это он, это он. Найти, спросить, ну ладно. Идти двигаться в академии. Господи, туда-сюда. Когда же он закончится, этот квест? Пойдем. История интересная, определенно.
What's the hurry?
Информация, хорошо. Так, сейчас, секунду. Парченко Виталий, привет. Да, длинный квест. Спасить наемника. Давайте. Одна ТПшку откроем. Надеюсь, я правильно иду. Так, отлично. Мана, мне надо было пролетать. Получается. Вот эта пешка. Ай. Так. Что там? Уже заканчиваю. Уже все разбежались. Трое участвуют во внутреннем розыгрыше. А 100 эликсира выиграл какой-то Кейт один. Лучше бы уже Байкал. Он мне 100 эликсира закинул. Разом. Так. Так. Спросите Дори. Она мне опять миллион буры за информацию, да? Оказывается, Сачин там тоже в этом турнире когда-то участвовал. Дори. Ладно, идем. Недалеко. Да.
Join the Aramites and embrace a wonderful new life.
Вот она. Бабушка. Угу. Я. А вот она. Что-то не то. Это здесь. Так, ну что, я думаю, на этом будем заканчивать. Понятно, где у меня квест оборвался. Сделала я его или нет? Вроде бы сделала. Так, лучшие события я точно завершила. Так что на этом будем заканчивать. Всем спасибо, что пришли. И всем до завтра. Пока-пока.